Good evening. This is Ken Long from Tortoise Capital. I want to take a quick look at the daily report and then on to some trade framing for tomorrow. So this is August 4th, 2009. Market remains in bull quiet. In fact, it's so quiet we can see down here that the volatility index is 1, meaning this is the second most quiet day in the last 100. On an annual basis, we're at the 61 index level, right in the middle of the playing field. Getting stronger. 10-day index, we are at 99 out of 100 over bought. You can see on a scale the last 10 days we've been overbought, so it's been an unrepentant bull. Something I notice on the gap stat over the last 30 days, 70% of the time SPY has reversed the gap. In other words, if it gapped up, it closed lower than the opening. If it gapped down, it closed higher than the opening. That's an important statistic to be aware of. 70% of the time it's been reversing. There are no signals in the overreaction and the channeling system. The stretch above the 200-day moving average and the slope of the 50-day moving average, both intermediate term indicators, are green, so that's extremely bullish. ADX is at 29.5, very strong, strong bull. I want to take a look at the Dow 30 10-day max pain. One of the things we're going to see with the market up 12 days in a row is that there are no 5-day down patterns, there are no washout patterns. The only thing we're going to look for then are triple screens, which are pullbacks in a strong bull, and there aren't many of those. There are 3 that we'll look at, but they're not very convincing. And then the maximum pain. So we're going to take a look at, we have American Express, Microsoft, Pfizer, McDonald's, and JP Morgan. We're going to take a look at Microsoft, Pfizer, and McDonald's in a little more detail. But first I want to show you where those things come from. After we look at the rest of these charts. Okay, so the slope of the 30-day regression line continues to climb. We know that that's a powerful move. SPY volatility at a historic low over the last 100 days. Market ADX continues to climb, green over red, very, very bullish. This shows the difference between the green and the red line is very powerful, very steep slope line. That's the last 30 days of SPY. You can see that the unrepentant bull. And we're going to take a look at these 30 to 60-day stealth candidates as well. So first of all, let me show you where the 10-day max pains come from. Oops, excuse me. From the daily Dow report. This is the Dow 30 report. I have them sorted by the 10-day maximum pain. These things in the red are the symbols that have lost more than 1 standard deviation below the average of the Dow. So they're all coded red. We can see McDonald's, Microsoft, and Pfizer are in that list. Those tickers get reported over to the daily report. So we're going to take a look at what those symbols look like now. Okay, so here's Pfizer. Let's take a look at you can see the maximum pain here. So what I'm going to do is put a quick box. When I look at this, I am looking for a retest of the high. I'll put a stop at the swing low. So this is the day that I'm interested in. It is the blue line. Now you can see that that price is right in the middle of that blue box range. If I have my stop at my conventional place, there's no way I can get 2 to 1, so I'm not really interested in Pfizer, and that's about as far as I would look at Pfizer. Microsoft, however, looks a little more interesting. It's been as high as 25.75. It's tested as low as here. I could put a stop in here. I could put a buy in here. I could, if I retest the high, you can easily see a 2 to 1. If it just closes this gap down into here, if we consider that one to be an anomaly, just test 24.75, that still looks like 2 to 1. There's going to be support from this 50-day moving average. That looks reasonable. So that's a trade that I could take tomorrow. If I see strength in technology and strength in Microsoft, I'm ready to buy it at around 24 with a target at about, looks like 24.75. I can get a pretty tight stop on that too. The fact that it's got a long tail on the daily is helpful too. Disney. There's your maxpain. Stop. Retest. Probably another retest. Entry. You can see the 2 to 1s in there pretty easily. Disney's one that I'll buy on strength tomorrow, below 20, looks like 25.70, with about a 25-cent stop, plenty of room. We've already seen Pfizer. Here's McDonald's. I'm going to treat that as the box right there. Really like this one. There's a lot of room. You can see the potential targets. Wouldn't surprise me to see a retest of that, of the 50-day moving average. Even we came up here this high. I like McDonald's a lot right there. That's a huge, look at that sell-off from 59.5 down to 54.5. $5 on a 55 on a $60 stock is 12%. McDonald's is on sale for 12%. And that doji suggests indecision, reasonable volume, no more panic selling. That's the big panic sell right there. So kind of like McDonald's. Here's a triple screen, and I'm going to save that for another movie. So what I'm very interested in now is McDonald's. I like as a frame. I like Microsoft. I like Disney. But I don't like Pfizer because I can't see that 2 to 1. So that's a quick look at tomorrow's trades.